Kirain Ozonyia is my name, member of the Family Life Promoter. We are promoting family life in the Billings method. In all, one of the most important things, while this very course is important, is that it's natural. It's natural. Nothing artificial comes in natural family planning. We promote it because it is natural. The church sees this something that is natural, something that the church welcomes, because there is no artificial method attached to it at all. Family planning is, we call it the Billings method. And since we started it, it has been very, very useful to families. Most times today, we see that people go astray in family planning. People go astray. It destroys so many homes. So many homes are in problems. But if you can be able to learn it and know it very well, first, it will make the family to unite together. The family will live in perfect peace. They will understand themselves. How? Today, most times, many families are falling apart as a result of sex in marriage. Some husbands deny themselves, deny their wives, some wives deny their husband. Only because they do not know. But if they know, the Bible says, do not deny yourself from each other. We practicalize it in family planning. Today, a lot of families are suffering because some of them have more of female, some have more of male, and they want to balance it, but they can't. Or some have more of female and they are even fighting, some even are marrying another wife because they want a male child. But if you can learn Billings method and know it, even getting a male child is even easier than getting a female child. But what we have more is female child. People looking for a male child. That's why what we are teaching is natural family planning that requires you to know it and know it perfectly, that you can make proper use of it. You can make proper use of it. The question of some women today, as a counselor today, a lot of people come to me and say, oh, counselor, my wife does not satisfy me, or my husband does not satisfy me. It's as a lot of not knowing family planning. A lot of women are suffering in marriage. And the suffering is because the husband don't know how to handle them so that they can enjoy sex as well. But if you know family planning, both of you will enjoy sex and you will like sex. The woman will like sex. Most women, a woman came to me sometime and said, oh, Master, this sex of 18, I do not like it. I don't even want it. I don't want it. The reason is because the husband do not know how to satisfy his wife sexually. One of the most important things we teach is this question of man and woman to be able to enjoy sex. How? More or less, when a man ejaculates, he has reached the orgasm. But they think woman does not. And no, it's not true. Woman does as well. And when you can, that's why we call it orgasm. We call it mountaintop, climbing the mountaintop. Climbing the mountaintop is when both of you are enjoying yourself. The man is not greedy. If the man is greedy, he will not be able to apply what we call the smooth method that will make a woman have that self-belonging in sexual act. There are so many things we teach. There are so many things that is involved. Like I mentioned, it makes the family live perfectly peaceful. The selection of baby is also another good thing that the family planning does. It brings peace and harmony in the home. You see, we reject artificial family planning because it does a lot of harm to the body. It does a lot of harm to the body. That's why the church, in its wisdom, have been encouraging people to use the natural family plan instead of the artificial. The artificial family has harmed so many people. It has harmed so many people. But today now, we in the Catholic Church, we are teaching, we are advising people to belong to try to learn, master family plan and natural family planning, Billings method, master it, so that peace that it will bring in your home, that peace of mind, peace of heart will bring in your home, will be one thing that you cannot buy from any market. That's why we are teaching this very subject, so that people in the Catholic Church will learn it and know it very well. One of the good reasons why we want everybody in the church to know is that now, today we have a lot of problems in marriage. Too many cases is coming up. Somebody came to me last time, he said, I want to divorce my husband. And I asked her why. I said, this man has never satisfied me sexually. That's why she said, while I was in the university, I tried to keep myself holy, which I did. Now that I'm married, my husband does not know anything about sex. For that reason, I want to give up this marriage. I said, my daughter, please, can you bring your husband so that let us go through this family, this method. And the man came, the man refused to take the lesson. He refused. One other woman came to me and said, he reported to me and said, my husband, honestly, he's a dirty man. I don't like my husband. So we have been hearing a lot of cases that if these people have been able to go through natural family planning and know it, most of these problems that we're having in marriages today will not occur. I was with my priest last time. He asked me, why is it that we're having a lot of cases in marriage? That he's surprised while they turn to rest in office. Most of 90% of the cases is marriage case. My Oga, the reason is that people marry differently and they don't want to learn the ethics of marriage. Everything, that is, my Bible says, my people die for lack of knowledge. If you enter into marriage, thank God for Catholic Church, you start from here the preparatory class, whereby you will learn a lot of things. They will teach you a lot of things. But some people do not even want to learn, talk less of trying to know the ABC of marriage. They just feel what they know is okay for them. So, what I am insisting is that any Catholic, if you call yourself a good Catholic, try to enroll in the natural family planning. If you enroll in the natural family planning, it will help you live. Look, marriage is enjoyable. Honestly, marriage is enjoyable. And you cannot enjoy it without knowing it. You must know what it is. You must know the ups and downs. You must know the deepness of marriage. You must be able to understand that marriage is not selfish. Marriage is love. You see? And you cannot love without knowing what love is all about. One of the most important things we teach is the closeness, peace of mind, peace of heart, that both of you can come together and say, yes, I understand my wife. My wife understands me. And that's why when we're teaching Billings method, we don't want to teach only the husband or only the wife. We want both of them. That's why we call it union of heart. So our teaching goes a long way in making families to enjoy deeply what God has created in marriage. You see, in the first man that was created, Adam, when God saw he was alone, he said, this man will die of loneliness. And he said he needs a helpmate. And God did not say let there be woman. but out of the ribs, to show us that a woman comes from the man. He removed one of the ribs and created a woman. When he brought this woman, Eve, this man saw a resemblance. He said, God, this is the bone of my bone and the flesh of my flesh. She is called woman. And both of them started to live in company. One of the most important things in marriage is that some people will say, what is marriage? Marriage is companion. But today people even say children is secondary to marriage, not first. What God said, I want to give you a companion, a helpmate. And if your wife is your helpmate, whether you have a child or not, you can be happy. The essence is going to be happy. Because that is on the bone of that is one of the first things why God instituted marriage. First is the companionship. God doesn't want you to be alone. That's why even today, even after having some children, when they grow, they will still leave you and your wife. And when they depart, and not both of you will remain. That is why both of you start again a new life entirely. But if there's a union of heart and mind, you will, even at old age, you enjoy yourself. Even at old age, you enjoy yourself. So God made marriage to be so enjoyable that today, when we look at today's marriage, oh God Almighty, what is really happening in the world today? And the reason is that lack of knowledge. But the essence of Billings method is to unite, bring what marriage is all about into the family. Even as children are coming, you will enjoy the children that are coming. Because breastfeeding is another thing that people today, they don't even want to breastfeed their children. But they don't know the importance of breastfeeding. That once you are breastfeeding a child, if you breastfeed a child normally, you add proper life to that child. Most times, the child doesn't get sick as much as. See, but people don't know why breastfeeding is very, very important, and how you can breastfeed a child. All these things is what we teach in Billings method. My brother, today I am happy to be an instructor in Billings method. It gives me joy, and as a marriage counselor, it helps me even teach people. It helps me correct people when they are making mistakes in marriages. So today, I am happy, a very happy man today. At the age of above 70 today, I am still bouncing because I am teaching life. I am bringing life to people. Because teaching Billings method is adding more life to a human being. Because they will know exactly who they are and how to embrace themselves and how to be happy and how to have what is known as perfect marriage. You cannot have a perfect marriage if you don't know marriage. You see, and a lot of people don't know what marriage is all about. A lot of people are just beating about the bush, say they are married. They don't know what it is. So I am happy to be a member of the family life. But I now see the goodness of God in human life. The goodness of God. Everything, every pattern of marriage is in the Bible. People are struggling for sex, but the Bible says in 1 Corinthians, do not deny yourself from each other. Do not deny yourself from each other. It is wrong for a man to say, I don't want to have sex with you. It's wrong. It's also wrong for a woman to do it. But today, in the world today, this is one of the, in fact, this is one of the most problem that people suffer here and there. A woman came to me for counseling. I asked her, I just asked the woman, how long? When last did you have sex with your wife? With your husband? He said 13 years ago. I said, why? And they are having serious problem. He said, madam, please, can I hear you better? How? He said, how long? He said, that, okay, I am old now. What do you mean? What are you talking? I said, woman, are you claiming that you are old, or your husband said you are old? Did the husband say you are old? He said, no, but I feel I am old. My children are, one of them are married. The male one have married. The female one have gotten their husband. So I don't need it. I said, no, madam, no. You have cheated your husband for 13 years, and that man will never be happy. Can we talk? Okay, what do you want us to talk? I now gave her a direction on how to go and appease the husband. This woman left and did it. The next week he came to me and said, oh, he was so happy. I'm surprised too. Now peace has returned in my home. My husband now goes to market, buy even food stuff and bring home. Only this 1 week I've stayed with my husband, I have started to enjoy her just like we started this marriage. I said, madam, that's why. How can you starve this man for 13 years? Why? What's happened? Huh? Any man that does not eat for 13 years will die now. You are starving this man and you are thinking that you are old. What happened? What happened, madam? What character is this? So what happens in marriages today, oh my dear brother, is terrible. You see? And if you do not know, one woman came to me and said, okay, I am fed up of this sex of 18. And today, the husband is suffering it. I don't allow husband. Simply because the man just climb and jump and come down. We don't teach that. We teach the real union of mind and body, right? And particularly another area very important is that now, when a woman is breastfeeding, she's so is over dry. During menopausal period also, when a woman has entered menopause, another area. This is a time you now need to do a lot of playing, a lot of things in order to make this woman come back. You see, people don't know that. You see, as a man, once your penis rises while you're playing, a fluid will come out of your penis. So also, there's a fluid that comes out of the vagina as well. That is a natural lubricating fluid that will lubricate the vagina, and you are entering. The sex will be easy and smooth. But today, people just get into it anyhow they like. Anytime no, it's wrong. And suddenly, the woman that is with you will be suffering, right? Will be having a lot of pains. The reason is that you don't have this play. You don't do it the way it's supposed to be done. So what we teach in Billings method is beyond some understanding, because people think they don't, because a lot of people don't know it. After all, today it's only in the Catholic Church. It's only in the Catholic Church. Right? All that denomination don't know it, right? I have a very young couple who are from the Assemblies of God. Now the wife delivered 2 years, and they are still having sex. I said, what if another baby comes now? If another pregnancy comes? Why can't you? I want you to come. Let me teach you Billings method so that you can be able to manage yourself well. And now look for pregnancy when you want the pregnancy to come. But now, what you are doing now and you don't have money to welcome another pregnancy. So what we teach has helped so many families, and it is helping. Thank God for the Catholic Church. You see, today that's why Catholic Church has such a foundation that makes people feel happy. Today, Catholic Church is the fishing ground for all the churches. But how can all the sea that people are fishing still remains, and you see people there? It's because of it is built under a very solid foundation. And all this marriage of a thing, we handle marriage the way that God wants us to handle marriage, and it makes people live peacefully and be happy. So there's a lot of things to explain. I'm just trying to explain few so that we can be able to gain something from this very discussion. So my dear brother and my dear sister, in all, I would like every human being to be part of pro-life, family life unit. So we teach it, we are happy teaching it, and we have seen the result is so good in our present world today. Thank you and God bless you.